Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Well, we just got in here for the evening hunt on November the 11th and sat down, got set up. I said there's a doe out here, and I was messing around with the camera and stuff, and Jess looks up and says, "Hey, there's a big buck." And I look over, and it's the buck we call 3-4. He's got ear notches in his ear, so yeah, he just came running down the creek with the doe and then went in the swamp in front of us here. Doe came back out, 4 of them did, and then he popped out and ran. I thought he was going to run around the corner here of this swamp and come right next to us, but usually they come barreling out of here and go across the road. If you could hear that car that just went by, we're not very far, so we shall see what happens tonight. This will be Jessica's second buck for the bow if we get it done.
Why are they coming in here?
Oh, right there he is, wagging his tail. What's he postured up at? Oh, it's here. Oh, cut him off. Come on, cut her off, cut her off, cut her off. Here you go, get ready. Nope. Nope.
You've got to be kidding.
Go on back. Maybe not. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. If he comes in this little opening right here, it's 30 yards.
Where? Like right in front of the
Yeah. Oh my God.
dark grass.
He's a little girl. Oh my God.
He's gonna grab this tree.
Where is that?
I think he likes that.
He doesn't even care. Oh my God. You couldn't shoot through any of that anyways. Well, tonight was pretty eventful. I had a buck that we call 3-4 come in and out all night. He was chasing those does pretty hard in the swamp, so Jess doesn't feel comfortable past 30, and he never came to 30, so should be eventful. Yeah, he wouldn't come off those does. I don't know what happened. We had that one doe come right into 30 yards, and he went to a different one. So we're gonna get back after it. Gun season's this coming weekend, so gotta get it done before then. Stay tuned.
Here it is, November 4th. It's a little late than I typically like to shoot does, but we've had a lot of issues with that doe. She's came in several times. Always likes to hang out on the perimeter of the food plot. She always stomps, always blows at us. We don't know why. She's always upwind, so she never catches our wind. I think that's the doe or a deer that we heard early this morning, kind of down there, because they were kind of doing a little bit of stomping, and it's kind of hard to tell, but I finally got meat in the freezer. I'm on vacation all this week. Me and Dad are, so it's definitely bug time, starting now. So stick with us. We're gonna give her just a little bit more time. We know she went down, but we're gonna go check out this doe, so stay around. It's not gun season yet either. That's definitely a good sign, good blood. These wasp broadheads definitely done a number on her. I mean, we got blood right off the bat here. We saw her go down. She didn't go, but probably 50-60 yards from where she stood. So we're gonna go ahead and follow this blood trail. I mean, we don't really need to, but it just looks like someone poured out buckets out here. So follow us along. We're gonna go recover this doe. Right up here. Well, this is the doe we've been having a lot of issues with. She always comes in with this one fawn collared one, and the fawn collared one is always real calm and collective in the food plot. For some reason, there's just something about it that this doe does not like. Always blows at us, but like I said, we got meat in the freezer. I don't have to worry about her busting our hunts anymore. So, like I said, Dad and I are on vacation the rest of this week. It's bug time. It's ready for some buck action now. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Midwest Whitetail.
I'm Tabb Justus, and again it is the first day of the Ohio season. The weather has been horrible all day. I managed to see 2 adult does, 2 skippers, and 1 little spike buck this morning. I've regrouped, changed my position, and I'm back at a stand we call Old Faithful. It was the very first redneck that we put here on the farm. It's the same redneck that last January I killed the biggest buck of my life. I killed the deer that we call Quattro. So this brings back a lot of good memories. Tonight we're going to settle in. It's raining, sleeting, snowing, all the above. And the winds are blowing like 35, 45 mile an hour. So I don't have a lot of good feelings, but you never know. These deer are a little nuts. If they're hungry, they'll come out and eat. We have a freshly cut cornfield in front of us. On the back side of the redneck is a freshly cut bean field. Back in the summer, I planted some pumpkins, and we've got pumpkins out here that it's obvious that the deer are eating. So there's lots of food here for them. Hopefully we'll either get a nice big fat doe to make bologna out of, or there is a couple of really good bucks in here too. So we'll see what happens. Let's sit back and relax. Looks like a decent heat point. Get back, it's a little buck. Things are getting a little better. See any antlers. Looks like 3 does at this point. So here's what happened. I came down to the last 10 minutes of legal shooting light, and I finally have a doe that came into decent shooting range. She's probably about 80 yards away. Lighting wasn't that great, but I could see her well in the scope. You could see it in the in the camera. So I thought, I'm going to take her, because one of my things I really wanted to do was to get a doe to make some bologna with. So I took the shot. She ran down into the ditch, and I never saw her come out. So I think I have a doe. We're going to get down out of here very quietly and go see if we can find her. Well, she might be a last-minute doe, but she's a good doe. Part of this trip was I was looking to get some more meat for bologna, and she will do just well. She's a good doe. She gave me a good shot to here right at the end. She didn't go more than 40 yards and piled up. It is completely dark out, so I need to get to work on her and get her out of here. She's going to be a lot of good eating for a lot of good people. So, and even when we're doing doe management, it does count. So guys, not just big bucks, but also take the does out that need taken out on your farm.